All right. Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming in on this devil platform with another message, but this is one that is off the chain. You guys, let me say to you, I got a wake up call late night. And let me grab my coffee and I'll be right with you. One moment. All right, shalom, shalom, and shalom. As you see, there is a word in the live chat area. Let me see. Can I see? Yes, I can see it. And not a word, but a Facebook page. So if they shut me off on this end, you can see another page, another connection. So you can write that down in case I am deleted. I want to say that because I got a wake up call last night. And I always say it. I always leave word with somebody. So when things do take place, they always say, "But you remember this? Don't you remember this? Remember you told me?" I do that because I have to remind myself over and over that every word you are saying, it carries power and it has meaning behind it. A lot of times that is something that would offend those that are faking it, wanting people to think that they're making it along with them faking it. But I come to bring a message today. And this message is coming early because of what took place last night. And the wake up call was what I saw. And deep down in me, I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, even though I've spoken it in the last probably 6, 7, maybe 8, 9, 10 videos. Last videos at that. We are in a time in which people are not truly informed of because they're so busy wanting people to know how they feel about their feelings getting hurt. They're so busy wanting their subscribers and likes to feel their emotions and their feelings to where they can't teach these people spirit and truth. They can't show the people the true light that's out here. And I think about how narrow the gate really is that leads to life, and very few shall find. I really do embrace it. And I want to say to you, I just thank the Most High Yah for the wake up call last night, late last night, early morning. No, it was late last night. I went on live and I had to delete the page because it was information that I didn't want to go out in that state of mind that I was in after I saw what I saw. So I said, first thing in the morning, I'm going to do a live. And here I am. I've spoken to you in a couple of videos about judge and judges and how important it is that you would have someone in the midst to judge and to be judges. They don't have to be in the same area and the same space, but I think it's so important because as I look back in the biblical time, back in the days, he's shown me this himself because I wasn't interested in judge nor judges. And I thank him because to show me that prove every word that he says and he have said, and that there is a people that's so stiff-necked, rebellion, and disobedient. They are so caught up in their personal feelings and emotions to where they won't even let the spirit of the Most High Yah word float free without being offended. And you know when a person is offended. And I thank the Most High because when he ushered the gifts were poured out. And you would get people who don't have the respect for no one else's calling, purpose, or gifts, but plays high-minded on what they are called to do. They're the one. I am the one. Why? Because they made themselves the head. Let's get on to something else here before I get into this. But I was so offended at what was taking place because I felt so offended because the Father had shown me that. He had shown me this and revealed it to me. And I felt so offended because I am an elderly in the tribe of Judah. And I felt we failed our people. We failed them in so many ways. Now, you ain't gonna get many people saying what Sister Deborah's saying, but I'm saying this because of what took place, the wake-up call. And I felt offended because of what was taking place. I felt horrible, but offended because I looked at what was taking place in this wake-up call last night, and I felt, oh no, I wanted to just lash out, and I just felt so offended by the fact of what I was seeing. And then after it was over, the Father was showing me, Deborah, don't. You got a lane. And don't forget, you got a lane, baby. You got a lane. So I felt, Father, but I feel so offended. You know, I really did because of what was taking place, y'all, last night. It hurt me so bad. And I feel that we have failed. Us elders have truly failed. Like in the wilderness, y'all. You remember those who were left over in the wilderness and died off? You know, I feel that thing right now. I feel we have let our sons and daughter down in so many ways when we don't give them what we know we have within us. No, we want to give them our emotions and our feelings, but we need to give them, we should have given them spirit and truth and the light. And what I saw last night and what I heard from the tribe of Judah, the other men, and African men and African women and Negro men here in the United States. Though their words and the action of what was taking place, I felt woo. And y'all know what? All I could think about, those could be my sons. Because the only problem with them, I think they did pretty good last night, y'all. They did pretty good. Our men yesterday, our young men from age 35 and under, they did pretty good on the streets yesterday. And I believe it was Chicago. They did pretty good. But Sister Deborah didn't do good, y'all. Sister Deborah didn't do good. Sister Deborah did not do good. I couldn't handle that, y'all, what I saw. And the whole world saw it. But the sad part about it is this took place. And we that are elders have truly failed our young people today. People, I'm going to tell you, when you on these devil platforms, I'm going to tell you. Now, can't nobody change you. You too rooted in your head. You be in the head. You ruling. You leading. I can see why it is said. I can truly see. And I learned this, it was last month, why Paul could have said a woman is not to speak. I can see why. Because they're not saying nothing anyway. They trying to get glory and honor for themselves. Instead of telling these people spirit and truth, telling them the way to the light. They telling them how they can get to their page. Give me likes and subscribe, because at the end of this here, I got to get my check. So they're not going to tell something that the Father ain't giving them. And because 99.9, they ain't got a word from y'all. And that's why they get offended. Because their words are from their own self, emotions and feelings. And when they are offended. But Sister Deborah felt offended yesterday by what was taking place, y'all. Let me say this here. What I saw, and I wasn't going there. I didn't know nothing about this, what's going on. I saw about 15 to 18 young tribe of Judah. I think it was downtown Chicago, in between probably ages 35 and under. And they were standing, and most of them had their Bibles, and they were quoting scriptures. You know how they do, the people on the corners and out on the streets, and you know how the tribe of Judah speak. But these young men, they were kind of like in some kind of order. Now, the reason why I was thrown off, because I didn't know what was going on until I saw the whole. I heard one young man say it was like 20,000 of them. I don't believe it was that many, but that's what he said. And I'm like saying, that's a lot of people. They had their flags, you know, the flags, the green, white, and red, I think flags. And they was marching. They was doing their march together in unity, you know, regarding what is going on over in another country, which is their country. But see, they knew something that you all don't know. And Sister Deborah been on this devil platform 6 times trying to teach this thing to you all, trying to give you the light, trying to show you ahead of time what's really going on. But nobody can seem to see that. And the Father, why do I say no one can't seem to see it? It's because the Father lets me know. He gives me a feeling within to let me know. He lets me know. And that's why I keep clamming on top of it to try to keep it in the air so someone can catch the wind that takes it and blow it out there beyond Sister Deborah to you all. But let me tell y'all, I got an awakening call last night. And that awakening call showed me that, see, you can run your mouth 24/24. But your words that coming out your mouth, they ain't gonna fall not one word onto the ground. He told me that. He's been telling me that for years, but he told me that last night, and I was like, I just couldn't believe what they was doing. So here you got about 15 to 18 tribe of Judah on the curve. No, I ain't gonna say just the tribe of Judah, because they had Mexicans there as well. But they were standing there, and they had their Bibles. I didn't know what was going on, y'all. I'm just sitting here watching it, and I said, oh, wait a minute. Why they keep showing the crowd of hundreds of Palestinians and going back to and keep showing the the uh the tribe of Judah on the sidewalk speaking. I couldn't grip what was going on. But I said, I'm gonna stand here and watch and see what they talking about. But this crowd was so large of Palestinians. They were so unified, they were so together, and I just couldn't see, I couldn't connect the two. Then all of a sudden I seen all these police on bikes pulling up next to the Hebrew guys. And I'm like, what are they doing? What is going on? What is this place? What is this? Who is this? And where is this? Chicago. I'm like, did not I just tell many that the war has come? It is not over there. And just like Matthew 24:6 said, don't be caught up in the wars and rumors of war. Because while you caught up in the wars and rumors of war, he dropped down to verse 7 and said, this is the true thing here. Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. He talked about pestilence and famine. You know why? It's because after you see all this going on in the United States, guess what happened? You're going to start to see the pestilence. They're going to start dropping the Bible. You're going to see famine. They're going to start closing the banks. They're going to do all of this within this country, all in the name of let's give them a war within their own country. That's what's going to allow us to do the other things that has already been prophesied in Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. So these young men, they were sitting there and, hey, let me tell y'all, they lucky I wasn't in Chicago. They are lucky I was not in Chicago. I know Sister Deborah might be talking off wall, but let me tell you, they lucky I wasn't in Chicago, because what I saw was off the chain. So here it is. I'm starting to listen to what the Hebrews, the tribe of Judah was saying. And I'm like saying, what are they saying? That we are not for you and we are not for anyone. We are about the Most High God. And just as something about over in Israel have done us wrong, so have you all. So they were saying these things. You know how they on the corner and they lined up and they talking out of the scriptures. They was quoting scriptures, and then they'll talk a little bit. Then they'll quote, he'll tell them, get this verse and get this verse. That's what they were doing. And all of a sudden I saw these bikes from the police ride over on them. And I'm like, why are they doing that? Then I start to see the Palestinians. They start coming, walking over there toward the tribe of Judah. First, they went like for 3s and 4s, and all of a sudden you start to see them trying to come in and rush. I'm like saying, wait a minute. Look at what they putting on television. No, they ain't. So when they coming to try to rush onto the tribe of Judah, our men stepped down from their post to come to meet them halfway. And it was like they was fighting. They was fighting. In my spirit, it bothered me. It bothered me. It offended me to even see the police do what they did. It bothered me to see. Well, I was just mad. I was mad for all the right reason, though, but I was mad because y'all, the war is here in the land. And yes, I already been told by the Holy Spirit what's going to happen. I already seen it. But to see it, you can see it in the spirit realm as he speak unto you and give it to you. But to actually see it, it was a sight to see. But as I'm speaking to you also, I'm seeing and I'm feeling within me that it too could have been a setup. But what offended me is the fact that they are reenacting that, or it could have been real. I believe what I saw on our men was real. And let me tell you what I saw. I saw them having such a great fear. And the fear that I saw in their eyes wasn't the normal fear of, oh, I'm scared. No, baby, not in these brothers. It wasn't that, oh, I am scared. Not in these brothers. It was, I'm afraid of what I might do next. That's deep. That's what I was feeling, y'all. So I'm all caught up in there, getting all emotional, and just cause what? I got 5 sons. It wouldn't have been them. It wouldn't have been no stopping. They would have had to either lost their lives. But these men, when they come after them, they step down from their post to engage. And they were fighting and carrying on, and all these Palestinians start rushing them. And then that's when you saw all the police bikes and security come in between them. And I said, now, how did you come in between them when they was coming to rush them, but you wasn't like blocking the tribe of Judah and blocking none of them from each other? You were pretending, because it's only 4 or 5 of y'all bikes. But the moment that they start fighting, then all of a sudden you seen all these police and all these bikes coming in between them to break it up. But it made me wonder too, was that a reenactment, or was they trying to show the world the riot between Palestinians and Black people? See, why I'm feeling bad about what they did was, Father didn't show me it, y'all, but to see it in plain view, the way they went about it. And I felt so upset with us as elders, or those of us that are called to give the right people the right, to give our people the right information so they can be able to stand firm and know what to expect. But what I saw was a bunch of tribe of Judah standing on the curve, knowing that they were in a midst of not knowing what would happen, but they knew something, because something in their eyes. And it wasn't a fear or I'm scared. No, it wasn't that type of fear. They had a fear of I'm afraid of what I might do next if they come over here again. That's what I saw. I'm afraid, and their eyes were like steel. And I'm like, so Father, oh Father, is it a fear? What is it in their eyes? It's not a fear. It's a fear of what I might do next. Meaning, if they come over here again, it's going to be different than what it was the first time. You had a couple of guys that had blood coming out the side of their head, but it wasn't nothing really, really bad, because these Palestinians, they had sticks, you see, and they had their banners and stuff that was also hitting with, and these were all men attacking the tribe of Judah. What I was saying is, the reason why I feel bad is because, and I thank the Father for allowing me to feel this thing. See, if you ain't in the right place with Him, it's not gonna tag on you. You're gonna be sitting around here talking about black man marrying white woman marrying black men, and all this stuff that don't mean anything. While a war has come into the land in which you reside, and nobody pays attention. Just like I told y'all about the migrants, they're gonna be your worstest enemy, baby. These Palestinians showed the world that anybody don't connect to them, they coming for you as if you their enemy. Why are you focusing on those Hebrew Israelites on the corner talking and not focusing on, go down there where the Jews have their communities all over in America, go to them? Why are you over here over here bothering them and what they saying? They're not who over there in the land fighting. So why are you over here fighting over in the West, in the United States? Because the United States set you up to do it. It was so bad. I'm gonna tell y'all something. in the live chat, you will see another page that Sister Deborah has. I put that there because I'm not going to be surprised when they cut this page off. Because Sister Deborah, see, people who are saying nothing and speaking darkness, ain't nobody gonna bother their page. Ain't nothing gonna happen. They already know that they work, they check comes from the devil's platform. So they're gonna give you all the information that the devil give them and how the devil give them to make them cut up from the floor up, and then they look for you to give them praise. Okay? But they ain't gonna talk about what is spirit and truth. See, you get cut off in a way. And you wonder, okay, but you ain't nothing but a pin needle in a haystack. I mean, why are they cutting you off? See, it shows you that they can hear you, that it's something you said. It's something you saying. Now, if the world knows that it's something Sister Deborah saying, don't you know those high-minded, self-centered people who on these devil platforms who have formed their own church on these devil platforms and don't realize they turned themselves into being heads and call themselves having their own church when they got their subscribers and their likes, listening to their feelings and their emotions. And when they feeling so highly offended based on what somebody said, that just shows you that they have formed their own self to be a head. And they want to share their feelings and their emotion and their personal opinion about them being offended based on what somebody said that might have really cut their neck. And that's really what happens. And they don't teach anything. I sit back and I said, but Father, this is also a problem. I said, why is it that our elders, our men, they call themselves all these positions? Why didn't they teach these young men? Did y'all know that these young men went out to battle without the proper swords? They don't know truth, y'all. And just because they on them corners and hooping and hollering, don't mean they know truth. They don't know truth. And that's what bothered me so bad. They did not know truth. Because if they knew truth, they'll know that the Bible speaks of nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. It is a day in which it was sorrow. It tells you that. You don't understand. They don't understand that where the battle really rests their in and what is going on and what are you fighting for and what are they fighting you for? You see, they don't even understand that. They just thinking that, okay, they coming over here and they battling with us and we standing our ground and y'all is going to fight our battle. Now, what I will say, what I saw them do, because there were so many Palestinians that rushed them, I could see that it was almost a setup from the I don't know if they had a satellite or whatever up high. And I noticed they were beaming down as if they kind of put like a song as to seeing my brothers them fighting. And the way they were fighting, it was like fighting them off of them. You know, they was going all kind of ways. But when they came out and they bagged the music back in the fight, you see the brothers coming out, fighting out of what they in. You see what I'm saying? It hurt me to see that because I realized that I unlearned men was being set up. I realized that they don't understand the war. They don't understand how their elders have set them up. They don't understand their own nation is setting you up. I ain't gonna say they set you up. They have set you up. They didn't give you the right tools to go out. Now, you by nature know how to fight. And I didn't like the idea of they took I can't explain what type of song this is, but it's more so like a song, like a battle song. And as they was showing the fight from the air, and I was like, look at here. And they beaming down at the Hebrew, the tribe of Judah fighting the Palestinians. And I was like, they had a song to it that was bringing one guy, I remember he came up like this, he came back in like this, and he came back out like this, he came back in, and as he was hitting, he was knocking them out. He was knocking them out. But from the sky, it was beaming on him. You can see it. It was going with the music. It was strange. It was a strange. That's showing you they setting them up. They setting them up. And they out here thinking that it's about what they talking about. Baby, they didn't follow the Holy Spirit. These our elderly men didn't get behind the Ruach and let it be the teacher that it promised it would be. Our men did not study. They didn't keep quiet. They weren't humble. They didn't seek what the apostles and the people in the upper room were seeking. You know, they were seeking that power that came down. They were seeking that guidance. They were seeking that comfort. They were seeking that teacher. See, in this day, our elders, our men aren't seeking a word from y'all. Our women ain't either, especially these that's on this devil platform. They think it's about their message. They so caught up in their feelings and emotions. It makes sense now why women should not speak. If you get caught up in your emotion because somebody said something and it matches who you are, and you bent up and bent down, it's a sad thing how it's sad. And this is why these young men are out on the curve or out on the corners talking in a way that doesn't benefit them. Because while you sitting here hollering these scriptures out, the real battle is before you. That's what makes Sister Deborah so sad. It makes me sad because I guess if I had not been speaking this in about 6 or 7, maybe 8, 9, 10 videos, the last videos that I'm making, I'm always telling you all, we are in a war within this country. It's in the inside, y'all. It's not on the outside. So just because y'all hear all these people putting on their platform what's going on over here and over there, these are people who've been on here so many years. So they give a rat's behind if they giving you spirit and truth. They give a rat's behind if they following the prophecy. They ain't following no prophecies, and they don't care if they not following it. They need your likes and your subscribers. They need your views, because that's the only way they get their check. So they working on a different side, you guys. And then they love to get people caught up in their emotions and their feelings and their personal opinion to where they can't even teach anything to wake up anybody. So when I see us as elders, I don't feel that I have failed, but because I am an elder, I feel we as a people did it again. We didn't give the kids, or we didn't young to who's really going to be on the battlefield of any field. We didn't give them anything. Our elderly men has taught these young men, they taught them about polygamy. They taught them about feast days. You know, they taught them about being a head, a leader, and a ruler. None of that means a rat's behind when you out on the battlefield. Being out on the battlefield and thinking that y'all gonna fight your battle is different than knowing he's gonna fight your battle. Okay, so when it was up, when all the police rushed in, I said, now they rushing in. Now they bring in the bar, meaning the bites and the division away from the crowd, away from the Hebrew, the tribe of Judah. But I said, now why did it wait until the fight? It's almost like they backed away enough for the film, for the whoever in the up above in a plane. They weren't a plane, it was a helicopter, I think, something, whatever they was doing to beam down to video what was going on. Once they got their video clip, bam, it was like, we got it. Then that's when you seen the police pull in to stop the fight. And they did. The tribe of Judah went in fighting and swinging, and they came out like back up out. They didn't come out on the ground falling, hurting, and no, they came out like they went in. They came out fighting like they came out fighting and they win back like they won. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing that made me feel good, but it didn't make me feel good because I felt bad afterwards that there go our children. And they don't even have spirit and truth, Father. Yeah. They don't have the light leading them. Why? Because no one willing to give them spirit and truth of the whole matter. No one's willing to show them the light. So if you get out there in a battle, you know you got the light. You know you got spirit and truth backing you up and backing you down. But just to get out there, it's just like Sister Deborah. I can go anywhere. And yes, Satan can come up, rear up. He can send his ace. He can do whatever he wants. But when it all is said and done, you can hurt the outer man of who Sister Deborah is. But when you come to the point where you hurt the inner man, then it's on. And guess what, y'all? So if I'm out in a situation where I'm in danger, okay, they can come up on my flesh. But where they going to bow down will be in my spirit. See? And why are you saying that? Because that's what a true battle is. That's what a true fight is. He going to fight my battle on the outside. Because my battle to be fought is from the inside. So he will fight the outside battles for me because I see him like that. I believe him like that. I trust him like that. You see? But when you see these young men out here, I said, Father, what is this is going on? Why do they look like that? He said, Deborah, you just saw these are young men that really don't even know the true reason of why they out there. But they willing to stand their ground in what they believe in. And what you see is a fear. But it's not a fear like the fear, I'm scared. He said, what you see is a fear of, they come up on us again. I don't know what I'm afraid of, what I might do or I will do. That's what was on them brothers. And they were standing in there, and yes, there was a lot. Let me show you. You had a couple of the older ones there. Was talking to them, and in a sense, they had to pull them away. I think it had to been probably a couple of hours later, or maybe an hour later. They had to pull them away to minister to them. You see that? They had to take them off to the side to minister to them because there was a spirit on them young men. The tribe of Judah had a spirit on them. And what that also made me sad about is that the war is going to be greater than I can even imagine as a prophet is in the wilderness, because the war has come to the bosom of Sister Deborah, meaning Sister Deborah, it didn't came that close to me. It didn't came this close to me. Okay. It have come this close. So it's not something that I'm not going to continue to speak about because it come to me. Just like I explained to y'all, these things that's going on, and I'm telling y'all that's happening, it's going to happen, that is happening. You just don't see it. And when it come to your door, remember when I said that? I say that to y'all all the time. When it come before you, when it come to your door, then you'll see. When what Sister Deborah try to explain to y'all, it comes to me all the time. I see it for what it is. I feel that thing. See, in life, if you don't feel that thing, you don't see that thing on both ends, natural and spirit, you just out there. And that's what we fail to give these young men, or to teach these young men. You need that. That's you going on the battlefield. You're going to need that. Okay? But what we taught these young men is important to have many wives. It's important that you're a leader, ruler, and a king in your land of your oppressors. Okay, in the land of a true curse from the Most High Yah. See, they didn't teach them, bro, we in a curse. We in a land that we not going to have it our way, but yet we can have it Yahweh. But we got to be in his midst to have his way, where he is our true victory, our true sword. But see, they're not teaching them that. They teaching them how to hold up a Bible and quote scriptures and bounce off of precepts and line and little here and little there. That ain't going to save you on the battlefield. It's not going to deliver you on the battlefield. So I believe that the Father was there and he fought with them, meaning he didn't let harm and danger come to them. But what he did to them is what he done to me, a wake-up call. He gave them a wake-up call. The reason why I know it's a wake-up call, because those brothers wasn't fighting like All these people crowding and fighting and hitting them and everything. These guys was fighting like I'm going in and I'm coming out. You know, you ain't gonna get me to where I'm not gonna come in this thing and I'm not gonna come out. And they did. Honestly, y'all, to tell you the truth, they were shocked. They were shocked. They was more shocked than anything. It was a reality check. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing I say when I say a wake up call for me. And that is that don't you muzzle your mouth in any and everything that he gives you and he has said to you. Let those who've been on this devil platform feed in the broad gate. Let them continue to feed the broad gate and show them the way to it. Okay? Because they're going to do it in the name of a check. That check is overriding their spirit being right with Yah, speaking, teaching spirit and truth, showing people the light, even having the light in them. There's no light in them. They've been on this devil platform so long teaching their truth that and making themselves be the head over the body, to where they don't know how to have sense to shut up and stand down and let Christ, which is all power, be the head. Going back to what I try to say to you all power is the right hand of the Father, which is Christ. Listen to my brothers. Look at my brothers. They don't know nothing about that. That's why I say I feel, woo, a wake-up call for me. And I don't have no problem saying y'all gave me a wake-up call, because he gave me a wake-up call. And that wake-up call was, see, prophet, didn't I tell you? The war is in. You just told him that. And there it was late last night. The same war you was on the platform. You see it. You've been speaking for the last 3 days. That's what the Spirit was telling me. I said, but Father, I was so hurt. I said, but Father, I didn't think it would be this. I didn't think it was right here. He said, but didn't you tell the people it's right here? Didn't you tell them it's in the midst? Did not you say that? Yeah. Yeah, but I didn't know. But it's what got me is to see Judah in that type of situation. That's the wake-up call. This is the type of situation Judah going to be in for its rest of its life. This is the type. Outside of the 12,000, let me tell you, this is what you're going to see. I begin to get angry at us as elders. I didn't want to get angry at those who've been on the devil platform for years and ain't taught nothing to prepare Judah for what is before them. They so busy, like I say, trying to prepare a check they can get every month. They in talks and messages so they can get that check. They don't know it, but that's why y'all might not believe this. I would look forward. I'm going to look forward to them shutting you two down, because it's going to tell on all those who led all those people through the broad gate, because they're going to be held accountable come judgment. See, a lot of them think I've been on this devil platforms. I got all these subscribers. I got all these likes. I led these people. I'm the head, and I'm ministering. I'm getting the glory. I'm getting the praise. I ain't sending them toward the bosom of the Father. I'm just quoting scriptures, and I'm just doing, and they loving me and don't even understand, baby. He got you under a strong delusion, because you're leading the people through the broad gate. And they don't even understand their page is in the broad gate. You're not leading the people to the narrow gate, because you don't know the way yourself. So they continue to do it year after year. And then this is the product you get. You get young men sitting up in the camp, and they don't have, sitting up on the corners, talking and teaching the best of their ability of what they've been taught. And that's what the old heads did, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Let me explain to you. You know, back in Pharaoh time, and when they let the people go, you notice that the elders never obeyed Yah. And that's a sign right there to tell everybody in the world, the house of Israel and the tribe of Judah, elders, those who have the opportunity to make a difference and to change, they're not going to. That's why they died off in the wilderness, y'all. They could have made a difference. They could have told the young people the struggle, the truth, and how Yah delivered them, and how he brought plagues upon Pharaoh. Those were the things that the elders should have given to the children, but they left the children naked with nothing. But yet Yah brought them on in with Joshua, and the elders brought them on into the promised land. And what happened? They did exactly what their ancestors did. They got left in the wilderness. Did the same thing. So when you're hearing Sister Deborah, all you have to do is know that you don't even need the scriptures or the Bible or anything to keep refreshing you on what is taking place. What is taking place is they are out here doing things, and their elders never taught them anything, never given them anything to fight with. And you fight within, and let within teach you how to fight on the outer man. See, because the true battle to win is coming from the end. And I don't feel that our elderly nor our people who've been on these devil platforms have done any type of work. But the Father said they gonna their work has been dedicated to this devil platform, getting subscribers and likes and praise. That's where their glory come in. They're not caught up in giving people the truth of the whole matter of really what's going on. They would rather tell you a black woman marrying a black white man and a white man. They will wear you down on stuff like that because they envy and they jealous of something maybe they desire at one time and they couldn't get it. So they jealous and they envy for it. So they wear you out with it. That's why I was telling you all. They wear people out based on their emotions and their feelings that they deal with on a daily basis. So they bring messages toward what they are feeling, and their emotions. And that's a sad thing, but I'm glad the Father shine light on it to give me an insight of how powerful it is that those that are on these platforms are not teaching these people. Because now I said to you, and I've said to you over and over, and I'm gonna tell you what was coming to my head now, that you spoke heavily about it about 9 months ago, that the war is here. And like I told y'all, Revelation chapter 18, verse 2, the war is here, y'all. That's when he's in verse 2 of Revelation chapter 18, verse 2, is letting you know the war has hit the ground. It's on ground now. You remember you hear principalities in high places. We fight up against principality in high places. Now it's no high place, y'all. It's on ground. And if you don't get that, that's just on you. It ain't meant for you to get through the spirit realm. He don't want you to get it because you ain't nobody to get anything that he has to offer in the spirit realm, no way, because that is powerful. He's letting you know, y'all, that day, Proverbs 16 and verse 4, hey, it's on the ground. You better catch up. Because that day I said I created evil and wicked for the days of evil and wicked. Hey, wake up. So the wake up call he gave me, I embraced it. I salute it. And that's why I'm here early this morning to cover that. You guys, the war is on ground. And it's not going anywhere, and it's not going to get better. Okay, so if you have a hello in the live chat, it's good to see you. If you have a chance, go on the line and see it for yourself. And Sister Deborah was, no. Because what it showed me is, this is it, Deborah. You know Michael Jackson's song before he died, that song he was, that he was going to, what's that, London or somewhere, but his last performance, he was preparing for it. Guess what he titled? He titled it, This Is It. Sister Deborah telling y'all, this is it. This is it. And what's going to proceed behind the wars and behind nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom is a system going to start shutting your stuff down. Because now they're going to make what's important is the war within this country is more important. So they're going to start getting in the back, cutting your bank accounts down, taking your money, getting ready to set up to control you to the fullness, because now they have set the atmosphere to bring in a one world system. It's already been set up, y'all. So ain't no need playing no games with that. It's coming. It's already been set up. It was set up before they even put the first bio out, which in 2020, it was already set up. But what they're going to do is act pretty quick, pretty fast and quick on it, because as long as they know now that they have completed Revelation chapter 18. They have brought the habitation of devils and the unclean spirit and the cage of birds. They done brought them in. They done brought them in, y'all. And that's a part of the war. That's a part of nation within nation and kingdom in kingdom. So this is what kind of bothered me too. I heard the tribe of Judah talk to the Mexicans and telling them that we need to unite and come together, to battle these things that's coming upon us. So within the nation, the tribe of Judah was a nation of the tribe of Judah. They were saying in their group last night that, because they had Mexicans with them, we are the tribe of Judah. We are the house of Israel and the tribe of Judah. We need to come together and unite so we can have a battle. We can be able to battle these people off of us, because they're coming for us again. They know it. They know it only because it came up on the way, how smooth they came up on them. The system already set it up. The Palestinians already been informed that the Negroes are not going to join them. See, the Palestinians mad because the Negroes are joining those that's over in the synagogue of Satan. Hold up. So they're mad about that. They're angry about that. So now that the world is telling them, guess what? The Negroes are going to be on the side of Israel, over on that side. And guess what, y'all? They lied on the tribe of Judah again. They lied. They lied, y'all. But it's going to happen. But they lied. But it's going to happen. But they lied. But it's going to happen. They lied. We are not taking neither nor. We are a people ourselves, a nation ourselves. We are not clicking with no other nation. And this is what happened. They were saying, the tribe of Judah, they were getting together when they was out there on the corner. They were saying that the Mexican and them need to understand we need to unite and stay together and work in this battle. And they had like 3 Mexicans out there with them fighting. But it's just the idea of the tribe of Judah still lost without a cause. You're fighting a battle you know not of. And if you're going out there without the Most High Yah right hand, and 99.9 is out there without even recognizing 400 years plus, and you ain't learned who the power is. These black men and told you they are the power. We are the ruler, kings, and leaders. No, baby. No. Nothing on the face of the earth override Christ, the head. And when we get in that stuck in that stupidity, understanding that we the head, we the king, we the leader, you ain't nothing. And you're going to find that out on the battlefield. And that's what I think has happened when these young people was having to fight out. Now they wasn't fighting to lose, y'all. They was fighting to win. They wasn't fighting like, and that's what makes me wonder, was that a setup? Was that orchestrated? That's what I wanted to, but I'm gonna show you something about that. So say for instance, they did set that up because the film in the top brought a movie. You know how someone video somebody fighting and then they bring them coming in, then they see them coming out, then they bring them coming in, wham, in, out, going along with the music. I'm like saying, who would do that? Who would video that from top with the Hebrews on one side and all the Palestinians coming toward them, fighting them, and the Hebrews, you can see them fight. You can see them, but it's the way they viewed it from high, how it was done. Because I know this one individual, dark-skinned Judith, he had a black sweat on. He was kind of a buff, and I remember seeing him in it. But They were all on him, but you saw him coming out. You saw him, they all on him, but you saw him fighting. You saw him coming out of it. And it was amazing because of the way the video was videoing the fight. So you see how the system allow the world to see their viewpoint. That's how YouTube is. People on YouTube, they want you to hear their viewpoint and their emotions and their feelings. People always want to run it and don't even have. Baby, if you knew who the head was, you realize you don't run nothing. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like watching this here, and it did something to me a great deal. Say, while I'm talking to you all now, I'm saying to myself, could this been a setup for the whole world to see this? The whole world saw that. Y'all go to the television. I mean, go to the internet, and you'll see it. See it from before they start fighting, and all the way to the when you see them fight when they broke up, and then go into the garage and listen to the brothers talk. I love what they were saying. Those guys were encouraging the others. So right now it was about 20, probably 25 of them in the garage, and they was talking about what had happened. And their leaders met them in this garage, and they began to tell them how they did a good job. They began to tell them scriptures that says that Yah will be with you. You know, they begin to tell them how the battle is, you know, giving them these verses and how we stand firm. We just got to stand together, you know, and y'all did a perfect job. I'm like saying to me, how did y'all know that they did a perfect job? Because they saw it when Sister Deborah saw it. That cameras zooming down, showing the people what the fight was. And what got me was, I'm going to tell you about the tribe of Judah. The tribe of Judah will pull in, but they don't know how to come out. The tribe of Judah will pull in, but they don't know how to come out. I'm a living witness. I can come in, but it's going to be hell over waters to pull me out. You see, and they did not know how to, they don't know how to pull in and pull out. But during this here time, they were able to fight themselves out and still pull back. That shocked me. That shocked me. Because I'm like saying, wait a minute now. How did they do that? It's almost like the person that was filming it from the top was showing you the racial war in this country against the Palestinians. So it could be that the United States were setting this up so that we will be hated in the way it has been prophesied. See, we thinking we hate it because we Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Baby, sit your tails down. You're going to be hated beyond Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's not the, no, when they come in to hate you, it ain't going to be because of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's going to be because of you. What they're going to see you do, how they're going to see you, how they have seen you conduct yourself, and how you act. See, these brothers ain't going to tell y'all that. These elderly ain't going to tell you the truth. But this old hen going to tell you the truth. See, they ain't going to tell y'all that. Your action is more, the way you act, fear them more than anything. If you do things the right way, that's more fearful to them because they know now if they know how to do things right, we in a heap of trouble. Do y'all know that? These heathens and Gentiles know if you do things right, they're in trouble. You didn't know they did you. Because when they see you do right, they know who is right in you. And they fear that God that you serve. But we haven't shown them any righteous. We haven't shown them any upright. We haven't shown them any just. We've shown them chaos and acting a fool because what? Our men, our elderly men and our elderly women never gave them nothing to come out. Never gave them nothing, y'all. So why would any of us not understand why y'all got a small remnant coming out this time? Because this is the last count. This is it. He ain't finna take all of you out like he did with in Exodus. From out of Pharaoh. And what happened to those elderly? Why did they die in the wilderness? Huh? Nobody never talk about that. You know why? It'll show who they are today. The elders. Those who've been on these devil platforms for years, and these people that's been on here call themselves teaching and leading the people, bringing people into what is it, a Hebrew Israelite awakening. You know, ain't awoken not nobody but themselves to their own understanding and them desiring to be ahead over somebody. And that's what has happened. Them getting likes and subscribers have blown their head up so big, can't nobody tell them nothing. You see, can't nobody say nothing to them, can't nobody tell them nothing. They get offended for every word they hear because it much matches. For anybody to get offended, it must match who you are. It had to. And for me to be offended of what they did, it matched identical to what I've been telling you all. It matches. And I'm offended to the point where, wait a minute, y'all. That was just 3 or 4 days ago. 5 or 6 days I made videos telling y'all the war is right here. And the way the Spirit is telling me, Deborah, you've been telling them 9 months. Y'all, they brought it to the country. It's happening right here as we speak. So we can't be caught up in what all these other countries are doing. But the key to the tribe of Judah doing what's right and what's righteous is the greatest power we have is to do things right. Because if they see us do anything right, they know who we represent, the righteous one. If we're out here clowning and acting a fool and doing all these things and getting on these devil platforms talking about trash because we need subscribers and like to get a check to feed our family, that's crazy. That's crazy. But that's when they sell themselves over and not realize. I'll say I give them a strong delusion, so they ain't gonna even know the difference. They've been getting praise for themselves for so long, they think that they get praises for me. And it's all for themselves. And it's the truth. And here you are, here it is in the day of the war. Here it is of Revelation 18. They don't even understand Babylon been fell down. But see, they can't teach and preach that. They don't know nothing about that. They don't understand that the migrants has poured in on Revelation chapter 18, verse 2. That's the migrants are pulling in. Getting all different people in one country so that they can battle with each other and destroy each other from within. And that's what's happening. And like I explained to y'all, if you go to the line and you see the Palestinians and you see how they're in numbers and they're warring right in your land, not in your land, in the land of your captivity, the Palestinians and the fake Jews are warring with each other on your ground. Let me tell you how deep it was. The reason why Sister Deborah was knocked out of the ballpark last night is because I saw something else. I saw another clip of a black man. You know he's a tribe of Judah. He's not from Africa. He's doing trips to Africa. And he's on here saying, I don't know what people, the promised land is not over in Israel. It's over here in Africa at this place. And he takes groups of people every, I think, 3 or 4 months over to this here Linan or whatever in Africa. And he's on there with people. He's talking. He got all these people coming on his page. Black people, y'all. And he had many of different people. You can tell they from Africa, they voice. But you had other brothers that's here in the United States. And I sit back and I listen to that. And I wanted to cry. I wanted to hurt. But let me tell y'all what. It is a true fact. Greater is he that is in thee than he that is in the world. Because if it were not for the Most High being such an awesome comforter to me last night, I don't know where I would be. The Father is such an awesome, great, perfect, excellent, wonderful comforter. Mm-hmm. Because this man was on there talking about how crazy the black people were out there fighting with the Palestinians. Why is the black people supporting? This is what they say. Why are the black people supporting Israel? And we said that they are the synagogue of Satan. I heard all these black people, y'all. I had to stand there and listen to all of them. and even the black Africans. They had it 100 times, 100 million wrong. They think the tribe of Judah is over here agreeing that they are Israel. So they have a right to stand up for the Israel over there that they call the synagogue of Satan, and that they'd stolen their identity. They were saying how dumb we are to support Israel. So they're swinging this around saying that black people in America is going up against the Palestinians. So this is why the Palestinians are fighting the Hebrew Israelite brothers on the corner, because you see how the heathen, the Europeans are playing the role. They're in the middle. They're getting out of it. They can juggle the war within the war. And they're getting all these things said. And then you get your own Negro people, all of them coming on here. They were saying some things. I was like, Father, how could they say that? They were saying so many things about their own nation. And none of it was true. No, now, say for instance, a couple of things they were saying. Every last one of them was wrong. So Sister Deborah get on there, and I began to kind of break the thing down, telling them, first and foremost, how sad it is for them to be so blind and so dumb to the fact that everything y'all saying is wrong. That is not what the tribe of Judah is about. We're not saying that they are the synagogue of Satan and we are the people, as if, and then yet we supporting them against we on their side against the Palestinians. That's what they said, y'all. If you all, and that's why I say the tribe of Judah is never going to find their way home. Nope, they're not going to find their way home. The tribe of Judah in this country, now maybe the other house of Israel, but the tribe of Judah ain't going to find their way home. And I'm as a prophet is in the wilderness. You can say what you want, you can think what you want, you can feel what you want. But let me tell you, tribe of Judah ain't gonna find a way home. Y'all gonna get his small remnant and get on out of here. And tribe of Judah, big numbers gonna die because they got it all wrong. Those that don't even know nothing about who they are, and that's like I've been telling y'all, 90% of Negroes or the tribe of Judah don't even know that they are the tribe of Judah. They're going up against the tribe of Judah. You should see the names they were calling, saying how sick the tribe of Judah is, their own nation. And I sat there and heard them. I said, oh, no. And I said, when I went to respond, want me to tell y'all what they did? When I went to respond to the whole thing, to tell them we are not against the Palestinians. It's not us against the Palestinians. It's not us for Israel over in Jerusalem. We are just a people over here in the land of our captive. And then I began to tell them how crazy it is for them to even be speaking that. You should have seen. I laid down. I got back up, turned the TV back on, clicked my phone. I got a big old message over my phone. A big message over my phone saying, you're going to be banned from YouTube if you speak like that. I ain't never heard YouTube say it like that. I ain't never seen that before. So here it is, 12 o'clock, 12:30, something like that at night. Who is out listening to what I'm messaging to the people? They saying whatever they want. But when I try to offend the tribe of Judah, a big old message come on my phone. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. You can run around here and that's what, when I heard all our black men against the tribe of Judah, blew my mind. Now I had this guy come to my store. He said they was like that. I didn't believe that. I didn't take to it. Now I'm gonna give you let me give you a clip of what, when they said that. Let me give you a little clip of what I was seeing. Now, the clip I'm gonna show you doesn't show all the Palestinians. It just show a large number, but you got to see them. And I heard one of the Hebrew Israelite guys say that it's 20,000 of them against us, and we came out. Yes, you did come out, baby. The way that y'all came out swinging and you went back, you stepped back swinging. So you came in and you came out right. But let me tell y'all, baby, this is the beginning of an end. And I'm sorry to say that to the tribe of Judah. This is the beginning to an end. I can't say no more than that. Because if I give you anything more than that, you already can't receive the spirit and truth. So I want to show you. Let me see if I'm going to be able to and like I say, they controls the whole overall. And that might be what they've done, because I can't seem to get. And if they did that, I didn't know they could do that. If they took my thing off of here, that leads me to understand. I didn't know they could do that. Let me go to one more thing. I didn't know they could do that. I had no idea. I didn't know they could say what they said to me last night about cutting me off the page. I didn't know they can do that. Oh, yes, they did. They took it off, y'all. They took it off my phone. Wow. You remember the part I was telling you they was filming from the top? It's been wiped off my phone. Wow. I didn't know you can do that. I didn't know you can do that. Wait a minute. Hold up. If they're able to do something like that, Sister Deborah gonna have to kind of back up a little bit, y'all, and rethink some things. I filmed this whole thing. They took it off. Took it off my phone. They took that bad boy off because I filmed them from the top, filming down at the fight. So I wanted to show you all the fight coming together and how the police wasn't in between them to stop it, and how it was almost like it was meant as if it was set up. And here it is. I just cannot believe. Here's the crowd, one crowd. That's the Palestinians. And that's not the one. And that's the brothers. But you know what? That's it. He's giving me, this is the second sign. When they was controlling the bank, wouldn't let me withdraw. And this right here. Because when I got back up, I hit my phone and a big old sign, a letter, a message was given to me on my phone, y'all. Not on the page in which I respond, or not like here, YouTube. It was on my phone telling me that I cannot speak the way that I am speaking, or else I would be banned from YouTube. You see? You know why they don't say that to others that been on here for years? Because they are bought into what they want them to do. You know, like TD Jakes and Cliff O'Dollars and Beyonce, they're sold out and don't know it. That's why they're not going to bother your page, because you ain't saying nothing no way. You okay? It ain't like you know how to watch. You say, no. You're not saying nothing nobody want to hear no way. They know your words ain't nobody threat, but to your feelings. Your words ain't nothing but a threat to your own personal feelings and emotions. That's it. It ain't no threat to them. Y'all, they took it off my phone. And so what I'm saying is this. I'm coming back again live at 7 p.m. Central, and we're going to talk about this, but I'm going to say to you all this. They took it off my phone, y'all. They took the pictures off my phone. How they did it, it don't matter to me. All I know is my Father have already gave me the warning and the upper hand in the learning in the spirit of the Most High Yah at the wilderness. This is how it's going to go, Deborah. Just know You got a lane. They ain't coming in that lane, so you know how to stay in it. See, you stay in that lane, they ain't gonna come because they're fearful of that lane. And that's why I sit and I tell y'all this, just to kind of give you a feel of how the Most High can have a lane, and you could be in your lane. You can be recognize that thing. Just because Sister Deborah constantly say, or he tell me to get in your lane, I'm willing to give him the prompts to let you all know he got a lane for me. It ain't got nothing to do with Sister Deborah having she got a lane. No, it's got to do with that the higher power got a place for me to stay in, to keep all these things that he's revealing to me all for me. You see what I'm saying? Because I have a lane of comfort, a lane where a teacher teach me, reveal things to me, show me things to come, teach me all things, protect me. It's no different than a shield that Job had around him. It's like unto that, but it's heavier because Job ain't never had to spend what Sister Deborah gonna spend her life seeing and hearing and understanding in the spirit realm. Oh no, Job ain't come that route. You see? So last night, the tribe of Judah men, they came out. They had the meeting in the garage. And in the garage, you saw other elders come in and was giving them comfort that they did a wonderful job and that it's okay, and how they stand their ground. And the next time they do it, stand in unity. Don't let them think that you're afraid or buckle up. And I said to myself, bro, you just don't know. Them brothers I saw for myself. They wasn't buckling up. They went in fighting and they came out. That's how you do it. If you're going to go in, you go in and you can't come out. You don't come out crawling, falling, laid out. No. This is why I said to the Father, I say, okay, Father, I'm looking at him, Father. I'm looking at their eyes. I can see fear. He said, no, Deborah, it's fear. But it's fear of what we might do next. Mm-hmm. He said, it ain't fear I'm scared of y'all. It's fear of what they might do next. Meaning, you come up on us again, it's going to be different than the first time going on in the tribe of Judah. So, me knowing that led me to understand that Judah is going to fight to the teeth. Judah is going to fight. Judah is going to fight. At a drop of a dime, Judah is going to fight. And guess what? The Gentiles and the heathens knows it. And they pushing all of their buttons. And they ain't got no elders and nobody on these platforms teaching them the proper way in the spirit of truth. Because in the spirit of truth realm, when they come to understand it in the spirit of truth, guess what? Then you got the right hand of the Father. DNA battle. You see, he comes on the battlefield. See, and this is why I tell you all, he's not going to fight your battle. Because see, go back. Didn't the elders die in the wilderness? That's why they died in the wilderness. They weren't up to no good. So Sister Deborah telling you that today, like unto. See, y'all don't think of that, do you? Oh, when he brought the children, the promise to the promised land, like he told Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the elders, you got to go back. Go back to what Sister Deborah said. The elders lost their lives in the wilderness. They died off in that wilderness. And he took the children. Joshua. So what happens? To the what? To the promised land. So what happened? Like today. Like unto. Then. See, we don't want to, we nitpick what took place during the day of Moses and Pharaoh. We nitpick. We take out what we want to deceive the mass of the tribe of Judah. That we awaken. We got it. We know this. We doing this. But let me tell you something, baby. You all have failed them again, just as they did in the promise in the wilderness. The elders failed the young people then. They have failed them now, and that's what the prophetess has said. You all have failed them, because what I saw on the battleground was not a learned state of mind. I saw a lost state of mind in a state of fear of what they would do next. Not what Palestinians would do next, but what they would do next. Because you can put a person in that type of mindset is dead or alive. I'm coming out live, but somebody going down dead. That's what you're doing to them. That's what they doing to Judah. You hear what I just said? They got the mindset is dead or alive. I'm going in alive, but I might come out dead, but somebody's gonna come out dead. That's the mindset. That's that fear, not a fear of not the fear of not knowing what I might do next. That's what that's about. And I felt sad for him, and I'm glad that the Father allowed me as a mother, as a person that truly do love her nation and love them enough to want them to know truth. Now, I don't love them in a way of doing wrong and right, unrighteous and unjust against my y'all. You cross another bridge now. But when you stand on righteous and do the things that righteous that please Yah and let the world see that you know the true creator and the creator still have you in his hand, let me tell you something. I'm for you. 100. But for unrighteous and unjust and idol gods and idol worshiping these people on this devil platform that ain't worth a burnt pot of beans on this devil platform because they ain't giving you nothing in the spirit realm but they own feelings and emotions. And these men and taught these men, oh, polygamy, you the king, you the head, you the lead. All that stuff don't mean nothing on the battlefield, y'all. That stuff mean nothing on the battlefield. So these young men is going out here half-cocked. So what happens? They're going to lose their lives, Deborah. They're going to lose their lives. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 25. And you can see it in Revelation. You can see it in Isaiah. You can see it in Jeremiah. And you can see it in other scriptures. They're going to lose their lives. The tribe of Judah is going to lose their lives. And that's why he's pulling out only his small remnant to take over to the promised land. And it's like 1% to 2% of Judah. So you see what I'm saying? What's going to happen to the other ones? Y'all never thought. Because you think he's afraid of leaving the tribe of Judah here in this land with all this war and stuff? No, he ain't. Didn't he leave the elders in the promised land? Talk to me, somebody. Did he lead the elders in the promised land? Yes, he did. They died off there. So y'all don't get it. That's what's happening. The elders have failed the young again. I wouldn't have never have said, okay, we as the elders have failed the young in the way generations were lost. But now I thank the Father for letting me see it based on what's actually taking place and based on how he allowed me to keep speaking to you all about the promised land and how they cut up from the floor up in the promised land and so on and so on and so on, showing you that these people are like this. They are stiff-necked. They are rebellion. They are disobedient. They're not willing to teach their men the truth. They feel the truth that they can teach their men is to have a woman submissive, to have a mindset of a king, leader, and ruler. Everybody can't be a king. Everybody can't rule. So giving them that mindset is off the chain. See, the only thing they should have been giving these young men is the head, which is Hamashiach. They didn't do that. They told them, you the head, you the ruler, you the king. Women ought to keep silent. They're not supposed to do certain things in the household. You rule. That's all wrong, y'all. Because when he was put Adam in the Garden of Eden, he didn't say it is not good that woman shall be alone. He said it is not good that man shall be alone. So he knew man needed something. Why these Negroes today, talking about they awakened, they kings, leader, and ruler. Wait a minute. He didn't mean that it is good that man be alone. I'm going to give him a sex mate and she's going to be like unto him a slave. He didn't say that. Because you messed up from the floor up, because the beginning, he created them. In him. He created he and her. So when the man messed up, he messed up for her. When he ain't in his righteous place, he messed up for her and himself. Because He created them in him. So it's a lot of things our men did not teach our men. And you know what? It's okay. So I know that the Father is going to be that heavy comfort to me today to get me to understand that, Deborah, this too need be. This too need be. It's going according to the way I revealed it to you in the wilderness. It ain't gonna go left. It ain't gonna go right. It ain't gonna go up. It ain't gonna go down. It's gonna go straight in the center, the way I have taught you what took place before the foundation of the world, and what is, what was, and what shall take place. So therefore, you know where the lane is at. Just stay in. You're gonna be all right. And it bothered me because what I deal with 4 sons from 43 on down, and I think of them having to be in a situation like that. You see, they wouldn't know how to not fight, because mentally it's war time. Come up on me if you want. That's just it. That's their state of mind. But they got the state of mind that they would have to end up dead because they ain't gonna pull out easy. You see what I'm saying? What I saw here was all of the people out here. How did they come out so easy? The fight in the brawl went in. They filming it from the top. They showing you in emotion like like that. You see what I'm saying? They showing you the fight, and then they pulling it back to show you in and out of it. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, the Hebrews on one side and the Palestinians on another. Now the police bikes comes in between after they allowed them to come together. It's almost like it was a setup. But what the sad part is this: you cannot set up from the floor up on Sister Deborah. While you all, the heathens and Gentiles, is out here setting everything up for the elites. You don't understand. That's why I say it's important to have a judge and judges that represents Yah, because they come to bring truth. They're not coming to give you something to make your feelings feel good. They come to tell you the truth of the matter. But this is the good part about it. The good part is about it, whether you take it or you leave it alone, it still shall and will come to pass. So that's what you have to look at. And that's where I think some of my hurt come in, because I'm saying to the Father, wait a minute, Father, I've just got to talking about this. Wait a minute, Father, wait a minute. And there it is. I've been on here too many times trying to get y'all to understand there's no war over there. Mentally, you ain't got nothing over there should you be concerned about. Revelation is backing this thing up and backing it down. Anything you need through the Ruach, he will bring it to you and let you know what's what and how it's going to turn out and what it is and what it is not. But what we're doing is we're running to these platforms, getting these horses, these mouths out here that think they the horse. You see, and not seeking the Holy Spirit to be the lead and the head and the guide of any and all things. And what has happened? If I had to see it, it's over. I mean, it's on, because that showed me something that I wasn't even waiting for. And to see that and to hear our Black men and our Black women go up against Judah, their own people, because they don't even know who they are, and they just degraded Judah on nationwide television. I mean, nationwide media, about how sick. I mean, listen to what I'm saying, y'all. Nation against nation, Matthew 24. This is where the true war is at. You all don't get it. You ain't gonna get it. It ain't for you to get. It's for it to come to pass right before your natural eyes. Whether you get it or not, it's gonna come to pass. So here you got Judith against Judith. You got Judith against Judith. He that know he is Judith, and he that know that he is not is against Judith. Where's the win? The Judith that said he awakened, it don't matter how awakened you are and how much not spirit of truth, how much truth you got, how many precepts, lying, look, how many lost books you done found, and how many books that's been lost that you still ain't found. You know what? Your own nation is rubbing 10 toes against you. And you're standing around not knowing it. See, this is what I was trying to say to you all. There's a war within the war. It's on the land. See, Babylon ain't coming down from a missile or bomb. Babylon coming down within. Nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom, meaning people against people, and people who say they are this against people who say that they are that. We got a war within ourselves. And the saddest thing about the tribe of Judah, they are not even understanding. Your greatest war is your own people are warring against you. So don't tell me I ain't got a comforter. Because had not he comforted me last night to understand what those people were saying, I bumped up and said something. YouTube bumped up right back and told me we're going to shut your page down if you say things like that. Why? Because they didn't want you to say something to your own people about what's really going on. Because what people don't know, these people tap into what is true. They already know what is true. They got some sort of system to where if this person talk about this, we know they telling the truth. We got to shoot them down. So why would they? I ain't never seen nothing like that on my phone, y'all. A page just telling you. And it didn't show a YouTube sign or nothing. It just told me. I'm like, whoa, where is this coming from? And then they took the pictures that I video down. Right on my phone. I ain't talking about on YouTube. They took it off my phone. So that leads me to understand how lost the tribe of Judah is, because those who say they're awake, no, baby, you the dead sleep. Because you got these over here sleep too. Nobody is bringing you to the realm of what spirit and truth. You cannot turn to the elders. The elders got left in the wilderness and the children came out. The elders are not going to tell you the truth, you guys. They're not going to tell you the truth of the whole matter. They're going to tell you enough that you can stay up under them and believe every word come out their mouth. But the truth be told, they setting you up from the floor, your own nation. Then I'm looking over here online. I'm trying to figure out, well, why is the tribe of Judah, who don't know that they're the tribe of Judah, talking so heavy against the tribe of Judah that's out here on the corners and those that said that they are the Israelites? Why are y'all against that? I'm like saying, you ain't against the white man. You ain't against the heathens and Gentiles and what they've done, but you're against your own nation. He said, Deborah, you said it over and over. Matthew 24 and verse 7. It's on. And all he's letting me know that he already put his foot on the pedal. It's riding on in, Deborah. It's riding on in. That's what last night was about for me. The war, as I spoke to you all, it wasn't important about what's going on. Let people talk about everything everywhere else. Everything that don't mean nothing. So they can get their check. And guess what? The war going to hit their ground as well. It's going to hit their ground because people think they're the head. And they think what is theirs, what they have is they are the body, over their head over the body. But everything's finna show up and show out. And I think that's kind of sad. I got to another video onto Facebook this morning. But I say unto you that I feel real sad now. See, I didn't know they had took that off my phone. I kind of hate that they did that. But the comforter lets me know, Deborah, don't forget what I told you. This is for the DAY that's been orchestrated already from the heavens. It's dangerous. We're preparing for something down here and don't even understand the war is on this ground. Who's going to come out of it? The only thing sad about it, it's going to be a lot of people going to get their rude awakening when it's too late. They're going to definitely get it when it's too late because it's who they hear. It's who they listening to. People who ain't telling them no truth of the whole matter. They listening to people that ain't speaking no truth. They listen to people just talking. And they not giving the men out there fighting and don't even know really who they fighting. You fighting against the Palestinians. And the Palestinians looking at you saying you agreeing with the Israelites. Who came up with that rat mess? Then I find out our own Negroes of fighting against the Hebrew Israelite. Did y'all know I did not know that? I knew that we killing each other like crazy, but I did not know that many of, and but I said it though. That's what the problem. I said it several times on video. If you had to pull up 100%, 90% of our people that are the tribe of Judah wouldn't claim to be a tribe of Judah. I said that to y'all 3 days in a row. They wouldn't claim to be it. And here it is right before me. Let me give y'all something that really is kind of deep. When I was a young girl, I say around about 12 and 13, the Brady Bunch used to have this one show they had. What you gonna do? It says, I used to say it. I used to go around saying it to people. That's why I'm silly. I used to say, what you gonna do if the world catch on fire? I used to say it. What you gonna do if the world catch on fire? I used to go around there saying it to people that I knew. Because I wanted to know. And guess what came along with that? What I'm seeing today. The question I bring now today. Guess what I was thinking back then, 12, 13. I wonder if there was a racial war. This came along with this here too. What you would do if the world catch on fire. What would you do if the whole world caught on fire? What would you do? It's not, I know like you say, when ain't nothing we can do but pray. That's what you think. But what would you really do? You see? Shock would kick in before you drop to your knees to even think you pray, first and foremost. So I used to say to him, this is the question. And why did I ask this question, y'all? I don't know. I asked people what do you think if there was a war within this country? Where do you think the race, if there was a race war in this country, where would you think the majority of the different nationalities would turn to, and whose side would they be on? Guess what I always found? The Gentiles, the whites. Mexico ain't gonna come to take our side. We won't even take our own side. Mexicans won't come to take our side. We won't even take our own side as Judah. So why should somebody else come take our side when we ain't showed the world that we have a side? And we killing our own side. We destroying our own side from the inside out. And no one can destroy Judah outside of a man. Only way Judah is being destroyed is by men. And they still ain't gripped that. They ain't gonna grip it. They ain't gonna grip it. That's why the Father says in Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 25, I'm taking them out, Deborah. And I'm like, yes, that's what's up. Woo-wee! And see, they don't get stuff like that. And it's a reason behind it. It's not just Isaiah, it's Ezekiel, it's Jeremiah. He's telling you. Y'all done ran around here, want to be kings, leading, ruler. Okay, I'm telling you what. When it's time for you to go to that battlefield, let's see what's up. See, what they doing is they teaching these young people to live like that. Oh, you can have many wives. You can do it and drink. You can do all this in here. You can have feast days. We can party hard and we can do all of this. Just say we the children of the Most High Yah. Not teaching them that, hey, wait a minute, baby. The battlefield coming to your land. Not your land, your grounds. The fight is coming to here. The fight is here. It's not over in the mother country. The fight is right here on this land. So I used to ask that question. And did you know, I always gave the answer when people were saying, what do you think? I always gave the answers. Every nationality would take sides to the Europeans, 100%. And leave the 10% of the house of Judah by himself. Even his own nation would take the heathens and the Gentile side over his own nation. That's something, because you all never did do any work. There was never any work to bring that 10% up to 20 or 30 or 40 or 50. You would have something to go on. And just to hear that brother over this group tell them that the Mexicans, we have Mexicans and we are the people, and Mexicans, that have joined us understand we are the people. We have to unite. The Mexicans and the blacks have to come together. No, Mexicans ain't coming together with us, y'all. We haven't showed them no righteous. We haven't showed them no just. We have not showed them no unity. We have not showed them nothing in anything about us to say, okay, you come to our end and tell you what, you seen us do this right. You seen us do this right. Now the Mexicans are seeing us killing our women, raping our daughters and our son 24/24 for thousands of years. They sit here seeing how our black men have tore up their own family and look around saying that woman. You see, they have seen how they don't take care of their children. They don't take care of their families. They don't take care of their household, how they're out here murdering their brothers. They're out here doing, no, don't get me wrong. These heathens, these Gentiles, theirs in great numbers. But we're talking about the righteous supposed to rest in the tribe of Judah. See, that's the problem. We keep pointing the finger to those over here and those over there. But Yah is saying, when did you ever think to point the finger at self? That's the problem with this nation. That's why he said stiff-necked, rebellion, and disobedient, because they will never look to themselves as the issue or the problem. So the problem and the issue shall never, ever be solved. So I'm going to take what's mine as they are. But when I get them to that promised land, let me tell you something. But I'm going to take them as they are. But I'm going to do a job on them. You see, they don't grip that, Father. They don't understand that. But those that are teaching these young men on these corners, these camps, these academies, these GOCC, all this academy and all these camps, teaching stuff to make money, y'all. Trying to form a group and send these young men out here half-cocked, not having spirit and truth, nor the light with them. Because without the light and spirit and truth, Yah is not going to fight your battle. I know he did it in time past, 24/24. But guess what? He has prophesied that he's going to allow you to lose your life by the sword and in the war. So you're not going to get out of here with all your guns and your weapons and your deceitful spirit teaching these young men all the wrong things. It's just like teaching these men, they kings, they leader and ruler. No. Because you're teaching them to climb on top of the head. That's what you're doing. They cannot be no king, no leader, no ruler until they understand who is the head over them themselves. They ain't teaching these young men. You got to be under the head. Because the head is the what? The right hand of the Father, which is all power. These young men don't know nothing about all power. They don't understand. They don't know nothing about the head. They ain't got no mindset of what is actually going on because they weren't taught. But was it not that identical to why the elders stayed in the wilderness and never came out, died therein? Isn't that why? Look at today, same way. The elders don't care if the young people are equipped with what they were not equipped to. They don't give a rat's behind about the generations after them and after them and after them, preparing them for spirit and truth and the light of truth. We should be doing righteous. We should be doing just to show the world that's what kind of power behind us. See, we know how to do right. We know how to stop what we're doing. We should stop doing this. We should stop doing this. We should unite. We should do this in the name of who is the head, the power. But we showed them we ain't got no power. We ain't got no head. We only head within ourselves, in our flesh. That's why people don't want to get on this devil platform and teach these things right. Because they think they are the head. And they haven't gripped the fact that the head is Hamashiach. So while they get on them corners and they out here fighting, and the fight is just, the Father said he put his foot on the pedal. And I'm like, saying, oh, Father, wait a minute, hold up. Can you not put it on there right now? No, Deborah, it's on there. It's gone. Because that's what frightened me last night. That I saw what I've been speaking to y'all about. I saw it with my own eyes. See, I'm thinking, okay, I can speak to them what you taught me in the wilderness and what's coming, but I'll wait for it to come. It's coming, but I'll be waiting over here on the sideline. But here you is showing it to me right before my face, and I've already seen it in the spirit realm. I'm like, Oh, Father, this don't feel good. He said, Deborah, it ain't going to. It ain't going to feel good. But Father, we already there though. Father, what's going on? Deborah, this is what I've been preparing. This is the purpose you go into the wilderness. So you can see it for what it is. It's not like you can change anything. I'm just using you to speak it to the people. I'm just giving it to you so you can speak it out. So they can grip it and maybe teach one another and understand what is actually taking place. But 99.9 don't want to know what's in the dark because they love just sitting in the dark and being blind so where they can't see. So I'm on here last night hearing all these black men, educated black men, and African men and women calling in saying, I didn't know the Hebrew is no the Israelites, those Hebrews, they the dumb, they just crazy, they crazy people. Your own nation is in war with you, and you too ignorant to see it. That's sad. You know why that need be? It's because y'all set y'all tails around here talking about the heathens and Gentiles. What all they doing? They doing their curse that y'all put on us. Didn't I tell y'all? We caught up in the end. Oh, the white people doing it. They doing it. They doing it. Black man wearing a white lady. White man, stupid stuff to get me likes and subscribers so I can continue to get a check. Instead of talking about spirit and truth and the truth of the whole matter. I know you can't talk it if he didn't give it to you. But don't get offended when somebody else speaks truth and it offends you. Now you caught up in feelings and emotions. And now you got to go get your ace, your crew, to try to make you feel like you're righteous. And I think that's sad. And that's what all of them do. All of them on these devil platforms. This is the game that they've been playing for 20 years. That's how long they've been playing. It ain't going nowhere. The Father said it's going to stay right here. It's going to stay right here. And then these young men are out here listening to these elders in the tribe of Judah telling them this, and they got it wrong. These young men should now pull up and start seeing that they got it wrong. The reason why I tell you they got it wrong is because I tell you what I did hear one of the captains say that I loved. He said this here last night. One of the captains, he couldn't have been no more than 35. He told the guys, he said, you got to see this thing in the spirit. I like that. I like that. See, that's why I was saying, y'all, most people, 99.9, won't see or won't give the credit that's due to the spirit realm that knows all things. See, when I heard those Muslims, men, real men, like real men, talk about the spirit. If you miss the realm of the spirit of how things are, you can't stand a chance. I'm like saying, wait a minute, hold up, Father, y'all. Hold up. These Muslims are talking like that. He said, see, Deborah, they don't know who they're messing with. I pull minds from anywhere. And they'll speak spirit and truth. While these clowns on this devil platform think it's about them and them getting their check. What they got to say. You know? Hearing the Muslim talk like that, I even referred their videos to a couple of people. Just so they can see that, wait a minute, they ain't too far from what Sister Deborah's talking about. Because I heard several of their videos. I'm like, wait a minute, Father, these are Muslims. See, we caught up in religion. We caught up in the Torah. We caught up in the things of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And we don't even understand where we at today. Because we caught up from the floor way over in unrighteous, unjust, in all that type of business, instead of finding business that's going on against righteous. Something is going on here, y'all. And it's against righteous. It is against everything my Father stands for, for he is the seal and the one of righteous. So everything is going on is against him. So against righteous. So you now got to see what is this that's going on in the world. Y'all here and they there. All this is going on and righteous is allowing it. So you got to get in line with the righteous one. And they're not teaching these men that. They so busy teaching them the feast days, the calendar days. Oh, don't celebrate the holidays. Don't mess with white, and white don't mess with black women, and black women don't mess with white men. Things that don't mean anything. Nothing. Why ain't you talking about spirit and truth? The truth of the matter. walk up and down Revelation, and then come back, teach these people some truth. But they can't. They cannot teach the people if Yah has not given them spirit and truth along with the light to see in darkness. That's why the gate, he says, got to be found. Very few shall find that narrow gate that leads the way. And they don't get that. They look at broad. Oh, I got so many subscribers and like they gonna bounce. Anytime my feelings and my emotion is shot, I call my crew up and they gonna support every word I say. They use the Bible and they use their emotions and their feelings to be justified, clarified, and identified when they are offended. And then they walk around, I'm all right now. You see, and it's sad. It's sad. As I said before, Judah always needed the judge and the judges. Back in the biblical time, Genesis all the way down, he always had his servants, the judge and the judges. Right here today, you would never get anyone to vouch for Deborah being the judge. Now, let me tell you who she was the judge over the whole house of Israel. How about that? How about that? Who else was she the judge over? The kings. How about that? How about that? See, you will never hear them preach that or teach that thing. Because the way the Roman Catholics set it up, I don't think she was the only one. But the way they set this book up, that's why he says study to show yourself. Don't study this book to show nobody else. Show yourself approved and let the Ruach HaKodesh pull on up and teach you all things. Because that's what you need. And see, these men don't know nothing about the Ruach. They don't understand the Ruach is not your captain, your leader, your seer, your watchman. Okay, your Maureen, your camp leader, your general. No, that's not, no, that's not it. But that's the way they've been taught. So they don't know any better. See, right now, the tribe of Judah don't know their greatest enemies is within. What do you mean, Deborah? Their own nation is against them, right as I speak. And by you all not really paying attention to what's going on because you're stuck one place trying to just get this here and think that this here is like this and this and not understanding, not hearing nor seeing what is taking place. Judah is in war with Judah and don't know it. And Judah gonna lose. Judah gonna lose. Why? Because 90% of Judah is against 10% of Judah. And y'all don't even know that. And that's sad. What else is sad? That the war is in the land. The system is setting up the war against Judah, whether you know you're Judah or whether you know not. Woo-wee! I'm in trouble now. I'm in trouble. The war is within. It's not outside. That's why I try to figure it out. I said, Father, why are they talking about what's going on everywhere except the battlefield here? What's going on? They can't see it. Now, the migrants in New York are feuding with the owner of the hotels they sent them to. Now it's a war down there. And New York is the battlefield of the United States. That's where it's going to start, but it's going to branch off everywhere. But I think New York is going to be the place that has started. And the sad part about it, if you're not in the spirit realm, you can't see it. But if you're in the spirit realm, you can see all this chaos. And then the sad part about seeing it is that it's not seen just spiritual. The Father is saying, Deborah, look, it's clearly seen natural. They just don't want to see it. They want to see what they want to see. They rather see stupid stuff going on in the world than to see what is actually taking place. And because of that, they're going to get caught off. They're going to get caught off. And when it starts, right now, they think they got peace. They think peace, 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 peace. But when it hit, it ain't going to be no turning back to peace as they see peace. It's going to be it. And they're going to wonder, how did this happen? It was like overnight. No, it ain't, Just like Sister Deborah watching television and see that you just got to telling them people in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos that the war is on in the United States. You told them. You preached it. You taught it. And here it is showing you. Even if it's, how would I say it? If they have orchestrated it to appear, it don't matter. The reality is we at war right here. And Judah, congratulations. You did it. Judah is now in war or have been for some time, because they take the lives of their women. They take the lives. The women don't understand now. It is not good that man be alone. So why are you taking the ones that he created to be with you? Because he saw that it was not good that you be alone. So why are you destroying the ones that he said that he put with you? Because when he saw you, he said, it is not good that you be alone. Why are you destroying the one that he said that he will give you to be with you? Because when he saw you, he saw that it was not good that you be alone. You see how messed up from the floor up it is? Mentally and spiritually, it's off the chain. So what happens? Judah is going to be their first war against Judah. It's going to be the known Judah and the unknown Judah warring against each other. That's what's taking place, you guys. I did not know that they felt, but I did hear it last week, but I just brushed it off. But when I heard it last night, because of this thing that took place, the Negroes is on the Negroes that don't know who they are, they're on the Palestine side against their own people. I didn't know that was taking place. That goes back to let you know I don't look at a lot of this mess that's on this TV. Never did. And I think it caught me all the way off, because when I saw it, I said, but he said, but nothing. Did not you speak that to them? That's what I was saying. But, and I was crying, y'all. But Father, but nothing. Did not you speak it? See? Because my mother, she's 87. She said something to me about 4 or 5 times. And lately, I say in the last 3 months, she said, you remember when you said this here years ago? I said, Mama, that was like 40 years ago. I'm just showing you. See, a lot of people thinking that, oh, that old hen just on there, she just be talking. You don't even know who I am. So stand down. Stop clowning. You don't know me. You don't know who I am. You don't know who I would have been created and predestined and ordained to be on this devil platform. And it's not here to get a check. It's not here to tell you some yang, so I get likes and subscribers, so people can favor me, so people can make me feel that I'm special, I'm called, I'm appointed, and I'm anointed. You see? I can give a rest behind if I'm backed up or backed out. It don't matter. I have a pure lane to run in. So that's where I'm at, in spirit and in truth. You see? So I'm on here saying things, and I'm like saying, wait a minute, Father. Hold up, Father. Y'all, what are they doing? Shocked. So I suggest you to go on and see for yourself. And see, and I'm coming back 7 p.m. Central Time to discuss this, to see if you see the way Sister Deborah see it. You don't have to see the way that I'm seeing. Y'all will let you see beyond what I could see. And it ain't about matching up with Sister. Never think that things are about understanding Sister Deborah, matching up with Sister Deborah, because the way y'all son he is down, all of us are different, but we all in the same body. You get what I'm saying? And when you're in the same body, whether you understand or you can grip everything to the fullness, it doesn't matter. We're in the same body don't mean we understand the same thing. You see what I'm saying? Just know that you're in that body, but you know that you got you under the head, the true head, Hamashiach, which the word called Christ. So when you know who's the head, don't worry about who's in the body. Find yourself in the body and where you fit in. Nope, you're not supposed to be lining up with everybody in the body to make sure you're in the body. No, know that yourself that he is the head, and you fall in the body as the church and as the saint. And just rest there in his bosom and know that you in there. But while you in there, that's why I feel sad for these young men, because I said, Father, the elders didn't teach you nothing, did it? He said they did. The same elders that died in the wilderness that didn't get to make it to the promised land is the same Negroes, and the same people on these devil platforms been teaching for years. They the same people that never give these people anything that connect to what is righteous. Spirit and truth. They're not going to direct them to light because they have no light. They're not going to direct them to spirit and truth because they have no spirit and truth. He said, so where they at is where they need to be. And these men are constantly drawing to the wrong one. And now, just seeing what I saw last night is very powerful to Sister Deborah, because I realized the power in what I was saying is more deeper than what I even imagined. I wouldn't imagine that if I'm going to tell you 100% of the tribe of Judah and 90 of them don't know that they are Judah, and the 10% knows that he's Judah, but I wouldn't have thought that the 90 will war against the 10. I wouldn't have never thought that, you guys. But that is what exactly happening. Why? Because Matthew 24:7 got to be fulfilled. Martial law and all of that. I'm not concerned about all of that. I'm concerned about the things that's going to take place for them to pull out the martial law and the things to come, because lives going to have to be lost. The world going to have to see what's going on in the inside of the United States, which no elders have taught these people. They have not taught these Hebrew Israelite men, especially the elders. They have not taught the young what is taking place in the United States to the utmost. What they taught them is that y'all going to get you out of here. We all going, and he taking us to the promised land. They got them bent up and they got them bent down. And that's what make them lost. And they too must die out. And that's why the small remnant is pulling out in holiness. But while they're coming out, they're going to come out cursed, and they're going to go in cursed. They're going to come out cursed. They're going to go in. As we came in cursed, we're going to go out cursed. You see, this is stuff they're not teaching these young men. See, like I said to y'all, and just think about this here, and I'm going to go off. Just think about this. Say, for instance, we got over here and we recognize our ugliness, our wickedness against the Most High Yah. We recognize that we only need one God and not all these other idol gods like people do now. Y'all don't even understand. YouTube is a place for idol God to get their glory, and they getting it, and they playing it for all this work. That's why they can't stand nobody tapping in on, because they can't stand it. They can't handle it. Their emotions, which is their flesh, their feelings in their flesh, everything start cranking up in their flesh, because they know that they have always been about flesh. At least they don't think they know. They don't think they're about flesh, but that's why you need a judge, and you need judges to come tell you, wait a minute, hold up, baby, you're about flesh. And they don't want you to do that, because they want to be the head. They don't want to be judged. They don't want you to tell them who they are, because all this time they got people believing they're the head and the people following. But that's that broad gate that he spoke of. But they have not told these people anything that rests in righteous, just, upright. Do this. So when you see the 90% of the tribe of Judah running in these stores, breaking in, tearing up stuff, killing their women, they're killing, and a lot of the Hebrew Israelites are teaching hate toward women. So they ain't making it better for themselves. They're making it worse for them. Their 10% being the tribe of Judah aware of who they are, versus the 90% don't give a rest behind who you say you are, because you ain't said nothing positive to us. You ain't showed us the light. You ain't showed us spirit and truth, or you ain't taught spirit and truth. You ain't showed us that you got a pen, needle, or light. So why would we even hear you? That's the whole tribe of Judah. Ain't that sad? That the whole tribe of Judah is saying this to the 10% that said they awakened. Shut up talking. We don't like you. You stupid. You ignorant. You don't know nothing. You should have heard the words these men were saying about the tribe of Judah. I thought it was real bad. I didn't know they felt that way, but I knew that the majority of the men of the tribe of Judah didn't agree with the men that said they awakened. I knew that, but not to the capacity of living to see their reaction toward it. When they are being targeted by the Palestinians, you would think the Negroes would jump on the tribe of Judah. No, they are against the tribe of Judah. So long. I'm out. The Father be with me as he always been. Shalom and shalom. I'll be back 7 p.m. Central Time.